Alright, welcome back to my Spain is the Emperor run. Here I am, playing as Castile, and I'll just go ahead and get started. I think a lot of this right now I just need to let time pass for a bit. So Saxony would like a royal marriage, which a part of me would like to get that. But that would lower my legitimacy, which would hurt me with other electors, which is a problem. But then, I don't know. I'll go for it. I mean, I'm probably not going to win anytime soon, and getting Saxony a little bit more on my side would be nice. So let's see. Oh, Aragon has a Regency Council. That means that there's a chance that the Iberian wedding will fire, which would be fantastic news for me. Hope that happens. Got my diplomats at work up here. Right, and they're actually maxed out. 2 of the electors are, and still not quite where I need to be. So I'll just... Well, the thing is, do I have anything better to do with them? I mean, what's my relationship with Saxony looking like? Yeah, pretty much maxed out, too. Man, and right now Austria's got 4 votes anyway, probably because they defended the Empire. How long is this Regency Council going to last? Another, like, 7 years? So I know it's much higher chance when you have a female ruler, which is the heir? By any chance? No, it doesn't look like it. So... at this point, I just gotta kinda hope. And find other places to make my move. Alright, I could use more trade ships. What tech can I move up in right now? Diplotech. Okay. So I am currently a bit behind. Won't cost me that much, but I think I'll hold off for a sec. Maybe it'll be even cheaper. You know, I'll have time to wait for that. Because I'm definitely going to want to have plenty of Diplo points, I'm sorry, available when the time comes, because that's my first idea group. I imagine will be when I get to admin 5, I'll get probably exploration ideas, so I can get quests for the new world early and rush to said new world. In the meantime, what's France up to? They're allied to Hungary and Provence. I'll let time go for a bit. I bet they're still a good bit stronger than I am, but... well, 34,000. Not terrible, actually. If I could get a CV on France, it might be helpful to do some damage to them early. I'll definitely want to keep an eye on their political situation, at least. Because the thing is, if I let France, really get going and get some of their ideas, that's gonna hurt. Maybe if I get to Miltech 5 really early. What would I want to take off of them? Here's the thing, I'm not really gonna be too focused on Bordeaux right now. But I mean, eventually maybe, because move that to, you know, Champagne and then down to Genoa, which will probably eventually be the end node from which I collect. It's too bad England rivaled me this time round. I would have been willing to help them with the 100 Years' War just for the sake of Okay, just an advisor on our country, not one of the ones I'm actually using. I think for the moment... Okay, I do have lowered army maintenance. Good, good, good. I could build some castles. Do I really... I mean, somewhere like... here wouldn't be a terrible place in case France comes a knockin'. I mean, as of right now, the entire northern part of my country is fairly open. I'll think about it. What would I get at the new... Oh, cities demand old rights. I want to lose stability or legitimacy. Ugh. I really don't want to lose legitimacy right now. So... I guess I'm going down to 0 stability. That's too bad. I'd really like Austria to lose some sort of war. Is my current mission the Papal State? Yeah, Papal Relations. I thought so. And I am, yep, there. Plus 100. Don't need that anymore. Okay, what do I want? Improved prestige would get me stability. Problem is, I don't have much going on that would help me improve stability. I can get some free Diplo power and prestige by taking that. And maybe conquer Zaragoza, which I believe is controlled by Aragon at the moment. Yeah, I think I'll do Rival of My Rival. And make them happy. Why are you rival to Aragon? That just seems weird. Whatever. Should be a pretty easy mission at least. Some free bird mana would not go amiss. Do-do-do. So, I could try to take Wehran. Is there a particular reason I want to, though? I mean, it's not a particularly great-looking province. You know, I'd have to convert it. Which, I mean, given its low development, probably wouldn't be too bad. But, I mean, if I were to take something off of Tlekmen, I'd probably want to get this Tala Imsan instead. Because that's a center of trade. You know, I'm gonna see what happens if I shift this troops. So right now, in trade, I am making 4.3 4.39 per month. Okay, 4.34 that last month, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what happens if I move my trade fleet down to Safi. So I'm already doing pretty good in my home node, I think. I mean, Portugal is really dominating a lot of that trade. But is there any chance they would be willing to transfer trade power to me? No. Well, someday maybe I'll get a personal union over them and then just be able to integrate them. But what if just steering more trade towards Seville helped me more than... It doesn't look like it. Because it was, what, 4.3 something before, and now, yeah. I should be patrolling the home node with these guys instead. Because Portugal's got a lot of strength there. I'd really love to get the Iberian wedding. That would just be awesome. Who's my heir? Oh, right, he's actually pretty decent. Well, I still could do a war with Tlekmen. Maybe even fabricate on their coastal center of trade. The main thing is I don't really want to fight the Ottomans at the moment. They're a bit tied up, though. They're just much stronger navy-wise than I am. So I really have to get my troops over here quick. I don't know. I like the idea, I just don't know in practice if it's a good plan. Oh, now France is the one with Navarre as a vassal. Okay, a lot of times Aragon ends up doing that. That's fine, though. I would like to improve my power projection a bit. Which is kind of a part of why I was thinking of trying to get a war with France going. But I don't want to get Hungary brought into that, so... I'll wait a minute. Because if I could say humiliate France, and maybe even make them give, as much as I hate getting, the idea of making them give a core to a rival of mine, England. Which, actually, speaking of, maybe a war with England would be smarter. Who are their allies? Sweden and Connaught? Yeah. And then Leinster and Tyrone. I mean, I could take Labourd and Gascogne. Problem is, then I have French corps, and I really better be ready to defend them. But... I mean, I don't even necessarily actually have to take any land off England. I could just get a humiliate on them or something. Huh. It's worth thinking about. join the guys patrolling our home node. Get more money for me. How are things looking in the Empire right now? Man, I don't know. I need to figure something out. Oh, and England is currently the controller, I see. Should I spend a little bit to give me a chance of getting my cardinal in there? Or would that just be wasteful? I mean, I would really like to get, you know, something like Diplo Rep. Get a Papal Legate. I think I'll save up for that. I've got a whole bunch of money right now. I think I'll go ahead and grab some tech. Alrighty. Now I can construct marketplaces. And given that this is already a really strong trade province, it makes sense to me to build one there. Get my trade power even better. Why not? Good way to spend a lot of that money I've been banking. And now I can get military technology, which I probably will in the near future. Now, I don't want to humiliate Aragon, even though they're the rival I would be best able to defeat, because I don't want their prestige to drop negative, because I'd like them to keep the union with Naples, because I believe if they keep that and I integrate them, then Naples becomes my personal union, which would be just awesome. Still, I would love to get some power projection. When does my truce with Morocco expire? A couple years from now. Okay. Yeah, I'd like to just get like another 30 somehow. So let's just keep an eye on my neighbors and be ready to engineer a reason to go to war with one of them. Well, let's see what my missions are once I get Hungary to like me a little bit more. Just a few ticks away. How much am I improving them each month right now? Okay, yeah, so just like 4 or 5 more months, I guess. We'll go ahead and go max speed. I think I was talking about putting a fort here. I think that's a good idea. That'll get me more military tradition for having fully maintained forts. And it'll really help secure this border, because they won't be able to march through Vizcaya and go into, you know, my northern areas here. I mean, I guess a naval landing could still be an issue against me, but There, 25 bird mana. Good. Which is an extremely important type of mana for me. Accumulate money. That would give me 10 prestige. Which does help with elections. How long would it take me to accumulate that much money? I mean, okay, so I would need, in addition to what I have right now, I would need 100 and like 61 more ducats. We'll call it 4 per month. 40 months. That would take quite a while. I don't know if that's a good idea. I mean, I don't want to cause air. I know I rivaled them, so theoretically winning a war against them is a good idea. But I want to see if, you know, I can keep Naples. I think I'll try to accumulate money as a mission and maybe just end up having to cancel it. I mean, I'm earning a good bit. And if I can get into some other war with someone, then, you know, I can maybe get some money off of them. But anyway, for the moment, I'm going to take a break. And when I get back, I'll continue playing this. Hopefully, something a bit more will happen in this next session. Thank you for watching.